This conference will now be recorded.
So hello guys, this is Shamim, your host today, and I need your help to move further. So basically, we have a task that we open my pages. So this is what we're going to do today. This is a very simple task. Otherwise, we will continue tomorrow, right? So first, we have to install Ansible on the configuration node. So let me explain you what I have now. So this is my lab, Red Hat, and other 1, 2, 3 machines. So everything I'm going to install Ansible here, and I will manage from this configuration node to all these 3 servers, right? So the first task we're going to do it, and let me minimize this. So let me log in on this machine. And whatever we're going to do is doing here is with root one only. This is very simple task. I already written all the command over here. So first we need to install Ansible. So the command is yum install Ansible -y. So now it's installing over here.
Uh, do we get RPM package for Ansible also?
I have a Red Hat subscription, so
Or,
I'm directly with the Red Hat.
okay.
It's done. So next command is Ansible -version to check which version I have. So I'm running now Ansible 2.4.20, and this is the configuration file location. What is configuration file? In configuration file, we can write the task. I'm right. And configuration module search path is different, and Ansible Python module location. So it will show you here. Executable location is here. Python version is here. Now next task is given by my trainer is list host. You can see this, right? So let me do one more thing. First, we have to create a file echo and
Shamim, instead of randomly, because I don't think so there's any server in the name of server 11, right? So what you can do it, actually you have
I
one
have
server where the Ansible installed, other 2 servers you're going to use it for kind of a client kind of environment. So you can add these server entries with the proper IP addresses in the etc host So you can try testing. Actually, those servers are pinging each other by host name instead of IP addresses. Then you can add the servers, the real servers names in this file. Then we can do the real testing. Like, because actually I
I'm
think so the server.
Yeah. So this is the server 11 actually. Okay.
Does it ping by name? From
Mm,
the where you have installed the Ansible, does it ping the server 11 by host name, the host short name?
okay, let me ping this.
Yeah, that make the configuration everything it's perfect. Then it will be fine. Because I misunderstood something.
Yeah,
Because
this is not.
yeah, you put that entries in the etc host file, then it will be start pinging each other.
Okay. Do I have to mention the IP address also?
Yeah, it's something like a IP addresses and fully qualified domain name in case if you have other, then it's a short name, host name. As we don't call the servers in the domain, you need to mention the IP address and the host name.
Okay. So this is the IP address of this machine. So first we am going to do with this. Okay. So this IP address is 192.168.
You're typing in wrong, another window.
192.146.11. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm just modifying it so that it will become correctly. Okay. Right. It's working now. So we created a two file. So basically ABC and OK. And let me check. Another one is list Ansible all space hyphen list hosts. Something wrong? Yeah, this
Okay.
command is yeah. So I need
Yeah, the
to
thing is by default the Ansible, the default configuration file, it will be etc Ansible host. In case if you put the host entries there, it will identify without giving anything. Otherwise, you need to give the file name, which file you wanted to show. The sixth command in your this one, right? You put hyphen I ABC. That's an inventory file name where it need to fetch the information.
yeah. So server 11 is here. Guys, I think somebody is still getting confused. Few of people. So me and Anand is doing everything.
Okay, do one thing. Actually, you go to
Can you
etc
explain
Ansible.
what I have to do?
No, no, no. You navigate to etc Ansible, and inside the Ansible there will be a file name. It's a host. Use a cat command.
Cat slash spelling the
etc
command.
etc etc
Sorry.
Ansible slash, yeah, /host. End with yes, hosts. Okay, so this is the default configuration file for the Ansible. So you can take the backup of this file and what are the entries you have put the server 11, right? If you put it here and automatically the next time you don't want to give the hyphen IABC, automatically it will go and fetch the information from here.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not confusing you guys, right?
But I'm confusing here a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Um, okay, so let's do this the task
Okay,
which
yeah,
I've
yeah.
written here, and so it is very simple command. So we are now able to communicate with the Ansible sorry server 11, and we are going to use Ansible and make this thing. So we are now here. We have to run this command. Is okay. So let me check the OK file first. So, Anand, can you explain us this command, what it does actually, and why we use this I and OK, and what is OK here? List host, what it does. You have better idea, I think. Are you
I
there?
think you are on mute.
No, I'm not on mute. Okay, leave it. So, whenever we need to check the host or inventory name over here, so this is the OK, and we mention here host 1 and the server name is 11. This is the inventory file basically I created here. Okay. So next task is we are going to ping Ansible all -m ping -i. Okay. So this is saying the authentication to host server 192.60 can't be established. It is a key fingerprint, SHA, blah blah blah. So basically, this is the authentication it wants. So are you sure you want to continue the connecting? So let me click yes. So this is another error, and I really need to fix this because every time it's asked password, because I am not able to ping that server 11. You are unable to access it. So Anand, are you there? You can hear me?
Okay, because he doesn't have the permission to check with another server. Can you try SSH and using the root credentials and server 11? Enter. Okay. The problem is actually it's due to the permissions. That means actually here we don't have option to give the password for the another server, right? The server 11. That's the reason it's not getting any response. So and come out from the server 11, exit. Yeah. Now use the same command earlier. You have given Ansible hall -m ping and yeah give space -u root space -k
That's it.
space.
Please.
Yeah.
And I have given the password SSH for
Yeah,
what?
you need to give the password. Then yeah, now you get the result, right?
Hmm.
So by default, what Ansible does is like you need to create the keys and you need to share the keys between the servers. In
Yes,
case
that's what
if
I
you
now
think,
did
okay,
actually. Yeah.
sorry,
So that's what I now did with my lab. So this is another
okay,
task.
you didn't do that. So
So I'll fix
in this case, in case you
I'll,
didn't share the keys, then you need to use a username, which username you wanted to use to connect for another server, and hyphen k it's for prompting for the password. In case if you miss hyphen k, again it's going to fail.
okay. Okay, got it. So guys, you're seeing here everywhere, if you're using Ansible, you have a lot of Linux use. So that's what I'm still learning. Keep keep going with this Linux things. So Anand, can you explain this the result with this command? Can you explain it? What happened?
Who, who's Anand? Actually, we couldn't see anyone in the name of Anand, right? Akhilesh, you are asking?
So may I know your name first? I just forget it.
My name,
Yes, Umesh.
Tulasi. Tulasi.
Tulsi. Okay,
Oh,
nothing
you
is
have
there.
been asking me to explain. Oh, I thought okay, someone else you are asking.
Tulsi, please explain this task.
Okay, this command, right? We are using the Ansible, and here, like because there's a file name. It's a okay. It has been created, and we put only the server 11 name, like nothing else.
Hmm.
So in case if we have some more servers, the Ansible all what it does, like it will try to communicate with all the servers, and minus m it's called it's a module. Which module we wanted to use? We are using the module. It's a ping, and we are getting the inventory file from the different file. That's the reason we are putting hyphen I, and the file name it's a okay, like by default it takes from etc ansible host. In case you put the file in different location, you need to put hyphen I. We need to specify which location that file has been created, and here we mentioned as a hyphen u. We are going to use this particular user to use means actually behalf of this one, like mostly we don't have permission, we don't know the root password, right? In most of the use cases they will use a different username, and hyphen k it's prompting for the password. So this is a syntax for the command. Usually this won't be the nice practice in the ansible environment, because like you put up in the inventory file around 100 servers or 200 servers, and the root password it might be different, other user person password might be different, right? So this is for testing cases. We can put hyphen u username and hyphen k. So it's only for testing purpose, 1 or 2 servers we can do it. But usually what we will do, like the people used to create one single username, and they will share the keys for all the different servers. So it doesn't prompt for any user credentials. Even you don't want to put the username. So which are the user, because actually they something like they will create one username. It's called Ansible. So they will log in with the Ansible user and they will run this command. So it doesn't prompt for any username and password. The important thing is that user should be existing in all the servers with the key. It has been public, it's been shared with all the servers. The result for this one, like you are getting the server 11, that's a server name, and the result is a success. And the next one, have you changed any configuration? It shows it's a false, because we ran the module only to ping, nothing else. We are not modifying anything. And ping pong, it's a result of it's a kind of fun, and that's how the Ansible has been designed. When you try to ping, and it will give the result of it's a pong. It's a like it's pinging. It's responding to the Ansible server.
Okay. So, guys, I hope you understand it clearly. And there is some mess up with my lab, so I will fix it, and we'll back tomorrow at the same time for the next one. And so let me go with another command. It's number 9.
No, Shamim, probably we can finish this one. So what you can do it, right? Do you have any other user? Otherwise, we can use the same root user. And
Uh,
yeah, in the server, you wanted to do it. Otherwise, you wanted to go with another set of commands.
no, I just need to do with this 9.1 command. So
Okay,
install
fine,
it.
fine. Yeah,
Okay,
sure,
that's what I want to show. But that's we will finish in later. Because I
sure.
don't know what Ansible.cfg file have a configuration, and
Okay, got it. Yeah.
maybe I just forget it. So let me go with another command. So guys, I mean, how much you're going to practice, it will going to only help you. Otherwise, you will forget everything. So command is the module here and hyphen a. So what I'm going to give the task yum install httpd hyphen y space hyphen I. Okay.
Uh,
Okay, ask.
uh,
I was expecting a question.
uh,
Please
you
go ahead.
have written you have written install wrongly.
So this is the httpd means I think Apache server. Tulsi, I'm right.
Yeah, he is telling
Yeah.
something installed. There's a spelling mismatch. Might be that's what you are telling, Umesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Install it's a spelling mismatch. Yeah.
So Ansible all we using this command, and the command is a module over here and a yum install httpd hyphen y. So we're using yum and install httpd on this inventory. Inventory means okay. Okay is the file name, basically inventory file name. Very mentioned. So it's going to install on server 11 Apache server. Command is not found. So again we have to go with this.
Ansible spelling wrong.
No, Ansible's spelling mismatch.
So I will fix this, guys. So next time we don't need to mess with this. I hope it's going to work. It was taking a lot of time. Yeah. So once green screen is come, it means we are done. Tulsi, can you explain this?
Okay, not much idea because actually it shows from there like the HTTP package has been picked up from the GitHub repository and it has been installed. And it shows above there, and there's a dependency installed when you are installing HTTPD, right? There's a APR and APR util and mallicap. Those things also it need to be installed. So when you are using yum install, automatically it installs a dependency also. So the green always it shows a success result, and it got the package from the April. That's the reason it shows where it fetched the files and all this information, the security keys, that fingerprint key, everything is available.
Okay. The next step was Beam plus etc. How to create a configuration file in Ansible. .cfg.
Actually, Vim it's not installed. Either you need to install the Vim, otherwise you can use the VI.
So in Ansible, guys, this is the inventory file, library, module, remote, temp, local, and hidden file. If you want to use, create a Ansible hidden file, configuration hidden file. So we use a dot one. So for this command, we use a dot ansible dot cfg to create a hidden file. So Tulsi, I think we need to. Can you explain this if you know about it? Otherwise, I have to close this session today, and I will prepare for tomorrow accordingly with more clarification because I'm
Okay.
still getting
No,
confused in this.
maybe it's a few seconds. Like this is what I have been talking about. But by default, all the basic default values, right? It has been hashed out. So it's not currently it's been used. Like the first file, it's an inventory where the Ansible server, that means Ansible installed, it will get the inventory. In case if you remove the hash in the front and each and every time, unless you specify hyphen I, it will go and get etc Ansible host. And just a second.
Okay, no problem.
The same way, the next one it's a library and the module utilities where the utilities file and remote temp and local temp, like the full interval, like everything, like these are the default parameters you can modify in the Ansible config file. So you don't want to use the parameters like otherwise options like hyphen I, hyphen U or hyphen K. Automatic based on these things, the remote port we have been telling it's a 22 automatically, even though we never mentioned it also, the SSH uses support 22, it will go and get the information. These are the default parameters. By default, it's everything is been hashed out, but you can modify it later based on your configuration. So most of the company corporate environment it will be enabled, like because actually this is the very first time we have been doing it, right? So nothing has been enabled. Everything is hashed out in front. The inventory, library, module utilities, module temp, local temp, everything.
So you can see
So
the screen
by
is showing.
default, it is commented, right?
By default, it's a commented with the latest version of it's a 2.4 something. When in case if you have been using it's a 1.8 or 1.6, actually by default it will be enabled. Like now it comes with the more security. Yes.
Okay.
In the earlier versions and the 1.x actually by default that will be enabled. So you need to hash it out. What are the parameters you wanted to disable it. Now everything comes as a disable, like so you need to enable it. What are the parameters you wanted to make it default in your Ansible server.
So later we will change this, host file and everything. Sorry.
Because another the thing is like yeah, everybody knows by default Ansible uses the inventory file of it's a etc Ansible host, right? So
Mhm.
you don't because it's a well-known thing. Some hackers they wanted to try it, and obviously they know what will be the default and host file in the Ansible server. So that's the reason mostly is not mostly some of the companies they won't use the default parameters. They will create one custom file inside etc Ansible. For example, okay, the file name it has been created by Shamim. So he will modify the inventory file name. He will put it's a slash etc slash Ansible. Instead of post, he will put the file name it's a okay. So because
Okay,
actually
so
we could customize the file and no one knows which file it has been used for Ansible inventory.
okay, so please tell me one more thing. I mean, this is the command, the button command you can see in my notes. So basically, VM or VI, we just this is a default one, right?
Yeah,
So we
default
can,
configuration file. Yes,
yeah, so we can see. I mean, this is here actually, and
yes,
we can
exactly.
see.
This is the file you have been showing.
So, okay. So the next command is let me run quickly. Ansible all hyphen m command hyphen a en install httpd hyphen y. So basically, we not change the inventory. That's why it's coming, right?
Yeah. Now, because actually we didn't put anything as hyphen I and the file name, right? So by default, it goes us to the ansible.cfg file. It checks the like it will check the it will be checking the inventory. It's a etc Ansible host. The Ansible like there's no entry at all. It's a completely blank. So that's the reason it shows the third one. It's a warning, no host match, nothing to do. The same thing like to check the what are the hosts it's been listed. If you type it's a Ansible all hyphen list host, it's not showing anything because actually the entry it's been completely empty. So unless you put hyphen I or hyphen I okay, it won't install it because actually it tried to find the server in which server this httpd need to be installed it, and it's not finding any server at all, so it's come out.
Basically, in an inventory, there is a no server defined over there, right? You mean
Yeah,
to see
that's right.
that?
Yes,
Okay.
Anyway, we had installed HTTPD in 9 point. So if it is idempotent, then it shouldn't install again, right?
it won't. Yeah,
Yes. Yes. It will skip that step. So Vim, okay. I don't know if this command is going to run over here or not.
it will run because not Vim. Maybe in case if you wanted to use regularly Vim, you install yum install Vim. So next time it will run it.
Okay. So this is my configuration file over here. So the full all best. My type error is coming again and again. So we have no host. So this is the basic what we did today. Next time we will do something else. So three things. So what we did with these commands, guys, anybody want so I can paste it to you? Going to copy that. Let me put it here also. Okay. Another thing, Tulsi, you want to add? So I think it's too late night now, so we have to close this.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we can wind up the call now.
Sorry?
Yeah, we can finish the call.
Yeah. So this is the basic tasks what we learned today. We permission, how to check the Ansible version. We created a file ABC and echo OK and mention the all the list host how to check that. So and we tried a one command Ansible all m command and install the HTTP server on this using inventory file on server 11. So what we did in this, or you can choose any server in your lab and just practice this. See you tomorrow, guys. Good night. Have a nice night.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.